Welcome to Let's Talk Podcast. This is part 3 of the dating pool series. And I got several co-hosts today. Might be 8. And I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. Starting with Mont.
Hello, my name is Mont Darian. I am a private mixologist.
Oh, we doing an occupation?
Oh.
How y'all doing? Instant we trust. I'm not giving out my occupation. It's none of your business.
Hi, I'm Rocky, and I'm not either, but I'm happy to be here.
Al. All right, I'm Banks, also known as Certified Lover Banks, 1/3 of a Gentleman in the Pimp podcast.
Nobody calls you that.
Yes, they do.
Nobody calls you that.
Oh my God.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Victoria, and AKA Rare Gold. Follow me on Instagram. Y'all see what I do. Pretty interesting. I'm sorry.
My name is Shay. Everybody calls me Sugar Shay, and I am the best bartender in Philly.
All right. Okay. You can clap, I guess. All right, so today I have a special guest here with me. This is Miss Stormypea, representing Chocolate Chip and Sip Podcast. She is dope as fuck, and she talks a lot of shit.
Internet sensation.
Yo, how come everybody else got to introduce themselves, but you had to introduce me?
You're the special guest.
Just like a man to take a woman's thunder.
Here
You know,
she
I'm
go,
ready to
here
start
she
this
go.
shit. Can we get this started,
Here
please?
she
Because
go.
we just starting off on a bad foot.
All
I'm
right.
ready. Let's go.
All right, so we're going to get right into the show, man. We're going to start off with this. So basically, the fellas, man, we feel like the dating pool is trash because of the women. We're going to start right there.
I did not say that. If we let the record be known that I did not
Say
say
no.
that in the last show.
So no, we're gonna start with Stormy. Stormy, what's your definition of dating? How you feel about it? What's your take on it?
I think the dating pool is trash, but it's trash for many reasons. And to put it on one person is very, very childish, all right? But ladies, on some real shit, it is a large part of our doing, okay? I know y'all not going to hear it. I know it's going to be, fuck you, girl. Oh, my God. No, really, it is. The dating pool is trash because we are accepting trash so the men aren't getting better. And that's real, okay? So when you say I got niggas and all they want to do is fuck, all you doing is letting them fuck. You're not requiring that they have to take you out on a date. You're not requiring that they have to be consistent and talk to you. So you know what these niggas is doing? Being fuck niggas. So when we say the dating pool is trash, we do have to take some accountability because it's what we're allowing at the time.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I disagree.
Motion to stand on that.
All right, anybody else? All right, so
I want
wanna-
to say something.
go ahead, babe.
I don't think it's trash. I think it's what you put in is what you get out of it. Y'all keep on saying that it's pee in the pool. Like I said before, get out the water. Or go find some clean water. Like, it ain't all about what you put into it. It's what you get out of it. And nobody fun with y'all.
Well, that's a different conversation. That's a completely different conversation.
No, but seriously though, like, I feel like whatever you put into it is what you get out of it. So it's not trash for me.
All right, so on the first show, we talked a little bit about alignment. We talked about accountability. We talked about all of these things. So when you think about the dating pool, how do you feel about the accountability part? How do you feel like, what areas do you feel like people are lacking in that makes them kind of like go after the same person constantly, or, you know, like you have a lot of people who freely just give themselves away. They just date anybody. So where do you think, like, what do you think somebody has to go through in order for them to understand that they have to start taking accountability, or that they even need accountability?
Well, all right, this is what I will say. I feel like it starts with communication. A lot of the times people are not communicating exactly what it is that they want and what they need, so that allows another person to do exactly just like she said, what they want to do. If you're creating a fuckboy, then that's just what you're going to get, a fuckboy. And like we spoke about on the last podcast, I can say that I take full accountability for the things that I accepted because I wanted something. And sometimes as women, because we want something, we accept certain things. Like I like relationship, I love, I like companionship. So that's I accepted certain things. Like for instance, I knew he was a fuckboy. I knew he was lazy. I knew he ain't want to work. I knew he wasn't pleasing me. But you know what I said? Well, I'll just give him a chance. No, stop giving out chances and stop trying to change him. I can agree with that.
So does that make the dating pool trash or makes the person trash?
Just
'Cause
like
you accepted it.
Well, it takes accountability on the other person's
It makes the pool
behalf
that
too.
you in trash because you chose that pool. You making that pool and you picking that pool, so it's trash for you. That ain't trash for everybody. You accepting it. That's what you want. That's where the accountability comes in at. Self-reflect. You gotta look at what you want, how you think how things supposed to go, and you allowing dumb shit, and that's what's gonna be. That's what you swimming in, dumb shit.
I can agree to a certain extent.
Okay. We listening.
You want to know my extent?
Duh.
Like I said, it takes accountability. I took my. So here's the thing. I can't argue with him because I took my accountability. Now, what about the other person? Because just like I know I'm taking shit, they gotta know they ain't shit. So let's be clear.
But that's
Okay,
what.
Take accountability right
so-
there.
So my question is, how does communication work? How do it work? You gotta what?
Without comprehension.
You gotta listen, right? Who wants to listen? Nobody wants to listen.
Not no women.
Everybody want to talk.
You know what? I just want to say one thing. Hold on 1 second. I just want to chime in. It's not that women don't want to listen.
I'm not saying women though. I'm saying people.
I said it.
Okay. Well, it's not that women don't want to listen, right? It's just you got to be worth listening to.
Yeah.
So
that part.
I've never met, especially when we talk about, being, masculine or
It
being
is.
aggressive. I've never met a masculine woman or a woman who had her shit together that didn't submit to a man who also had his shit together. So if your girl isn't listening to you or she's giving you too much mouth, it's because she doesn't think you're worthy of leading or you haven't showed that
My
you
girl.
that nigga.
That's
We
right.
don't mind listening to that nigga.
Right,
But you
thank
gotta
you.
be that nigga. And that's it.
But wait, hold on. But y'all still picking these
Hold on,
ain't shit
Mike. Hold on,
niggas?
Mike.
Oh, but y'all still picking these ain't shit niggas though, right? How you with somebody and don't want to listen to them?
You
Don't
know-
want to submit to them. That doesn't make any sense.
Like, cause it's one thing to say like you settle for certain behaviors and then say, oh, I want to settle down with somebody or I want to be that person with that nigga. But you're constantly settling for people who you already know is not that nigga.
So
then
let-
you complain about him not being that nigga.
No, let me say this. Is
So
he
do
really,
do you turn him into that nigga? Like help me
No.
understand.
Most of these guys come with their representatives. Now, how many of y'all tried and waited around for a guy to see if he was going to do, or a woman, to see if they was going to switch up on you? You know what I'm saying? And then you get in there, they wait till they will you in like a fisherman, and they catch you, and then all of a sudden, new person, and now you looking salty.
Isn't that
So
the
let's
same
talk
thing
about
women
that
do?
too. Be you. Y'all ain't being yourselves. You're fake.
So are you waiting for failure?
No, I think in the beginning everybody shows up with their representative, right? But also accountability is important. And ladies, with us especially, because we love to say a man has to be this tall, he got to make this amount of money, he has to have this type of job. But soon as that nigga with the gold chain and the pretty smile color, all that shit goes out the window. Like, we can be like, oh, we want him to be X, Y, and Z, but if he's fine enough, if he make enough money, we're willing to let shit slide. You know he was texting 3 other bitches. You know you saw the eyelashes in his bathroom when you went the first day. But you still was like, okay, but it can't happen. It could be this, it could be that. It can't. We got to take some accountability, even though I'm fully aware that people show with their representative in the beginning.
I can say that too. I have to agree with her.
I seen
On
women
certain-
talk to niggas in the section while their girlfriend was standing right next to them.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
He's talking about chicks knowing that a guy has a chick or has someone with them in, I guess, the party, the section, and girls will actually know it, see it, acknowledge it, and still try to shoot. They shot at the guy that's in that section. Is what he's saying.
Baby, shoot or shoot. I don't know what you want me to say.
there's
I
a
feel like
shortage on men.
sometimes, at some degree,
Same.
right? At some degree, shooter's going to shoot. But also, I know she saw me shooting too. So I don't know what type of arrangements y'all got.
Yep.
Maybe y'all got room for another one. I don't know. If ain't nobody checking me, I'm going to keep shooting.
And if you can take him, he was never mine.
And that part too.
Period. You
That
got
part
it.
too.
But see, that's very rare. We can't sit there and act like that's everybody. You know damn well that when you see that girl, that's not about to be a good thing.
Now, why is it my fault? Because you gave me your number, though.
He
Who's
never.
more
He
innocent?
never
It don't
said.
matter.
He
You
never.
know?
He never said that.
Spicy.
He never said he gave her the number.
Right.
I'm saying if a nigga is really about his business and stand on 10 toes with his lady, she not even gonna get close enough to even put herself in a position to try to shoot at him. Like sometimes y'all be moving like you still got space to move, even
That's
though
true.
you don't.
Yeah.
Like y'all be
Shut
sending
it
mixed
up.
signals too.
It's called wiggle room.
See?
All right, and I think it also has a lot to do with the level of dating you're on, because we definitely talked about just dating in general, and then we talked about exclusively dating. So what is your difference with the two? So where would this one fall at? Because let's just say that, if he brought her to the club with her, they're exclusively dating, and this woman shot her shot.
You gotta turn it down. You gotta block that joint like Matumbo. If y'all exclusively
Okay.
dating,
'Cause
there's no
Stormy-
reason why someone else should be able to get a chance if y'all exclusively dating.
Right. Because Stormy made it seem like she just said what she said, and Bull just gave her the
Now
number.
y'all just out on the first range of dating, and like I said on the last show, dating is you just seeing what's going on. Y'all meeting each other, y'all trying to figure each other out. That means you got to be only sold to that person. So if it's the early stage of dating, you're trying to figure shit out. Like when you're trying to find a job, you don't say, yo, I'm only staying with this one job that I applied for. No, I'm trying to find other things that work for me.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm not taking nobody that I'm dating to the club anyway. That's a no.
Exactly. By that time, you eating my son fruit snacks and shit. Like, don't disrespect me. You know we locked in. Don't let that bitch feel like she got a chance. Don't disrespect me like that.
It depends on what kind of fruit snacks they are. 'cause-
Listen, I'm talking about the joints from ShopRite, not the joints from Aldi.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
the good
I'm eating
joints.
those
Hey, don't
for
sleep on
sure.
all
I'm
these
eating,
snacks. All right?
Ryan, all the shop, right?
I'm eating those for sure. All right, so we also had a little disagreement going on on Instagram between Vicky and Banks. So we're gonna settle that
What's up?
right here
Yeah,
too.
come on, then bring
What's
it in. What's going on? What I had said was
What's up?
no. So what you tell him? You tell him what you said, and I'm gonna tell him why I
You got
disagree.
a woman trying to take control of the situation
So-
already. See that?
Hey,
So
hey,
I
mind your
said that
business.
sometimes women should just be quiet and hear a man out when he's expressing himself. Like I feel like you should just don't rebuttal, hear him out, and be done with it. You don't gotta always rebuttal everything.
So I
hear
never
snaps. I hear
disagreed with that. Never disagreed that you should listen. And it wasn't what you said, it was how you said it, because you can't say it like that and leave it right there. Because I am a huge candidate of listening. But when your ass ain't making no sense, it's a difference.
But who's saying I'm not making
But you
sense?
gotta listen. It has to make sense. You ain't just about to be talking.
If I'm telling you how I
And
feel,
then-
if I'm telling you how I feel, correct?
But depend.
Wait, how I feel, not you, how I feel.
I'm listening.
Right?
Yeah, I'm
That means you gotta
listening.
listen, correct?
I'm listening.
All right, so what doesn't make sense?
So that's my whole point. It depends on what you're saying. You
Or
said
how I'm saying it.
at the time you said it like we just gotta listen just because he's spilling his feelings.
He's
No,
he's saying
you
he
should.
because he don't listen to me all the time.
See,
he
now,
don't
but-
listen to us.
See,
Why
that's
we
the-
gotta shut-
that's the
no,
tit for
listen
tat.
For a minute.
That's the tit for tat.
See?
See?
Listen for a minute, cause now y'all trying to team up on me. Listen
not.
for a
Damn
minute,
right.
Cause what happened? No, it's just a difference because y'all always want somebody to listen to y'all when y'all finally decide to speak up. Cause here it is, we've been waiting for you to share your feelings and your emotions. Cause a lot of men are not even open to sharing their emotions
But why
and
though?
feelings.
Why?
I don't know.
You know why?
I couldn't tell
You know why?
because I listen.
Listen, okay, fine, but you don't listen. And when we do express ourselves, we hear about it in the long run.
Some women are like that. I'm
So
not
why,
debating
would you,
that.
so why would you break down?
Oh well, you talking about something different. We ain't talking about endo. We're talking
No,
about a personal relationship and an adult conversation.
So why break down and give you all this emotion when I'm gonna hear about it in the long
Well, it
run?
depends on what you've been through. Honestly, I don't know what it is that you've been through or why y'all was talking or why you were sharing it. All I'm saying is at the moment, I ain't like what you said.
But again, once again, I'm telling you how I feel, and you gotta deal
Well,
with
there
that.
it is, Banks. You
Deal
got
with
it.
it.
Settle.
So you don't think that
Talking to Mike.
Uh-oh.
Pause.
It's getting hot.
Whoa.
Okay?
So I didn't forgot what I was going to say. So basically, what he's trying to say is, so all right, let me just go here. A lot of times, like we talked about this on our episode where men go where their hearts are safe, right? And I think a lot of times women put a lot of expectations on men when it comes to being emotional. You feel like because you love me that I'm automatically supposed to be emotional with you. You want us to be patient with you, but you don't want to be patient with us because we're men. And you feel like a lot of women feel like if the shoe fits weird, if it don't apply, let it fly. Y'all feel like because we're men, because we wear that title, that we have it all together. And I can count a bunch of times where I was more emotional with my guy friends than I was with somebody that I was dealing with. Because I feel safer talking to my brothers or my homies than I do about certain things that I feel like comfortable talking to especially my lady, because I already know, not saying that I want this to happen, but if this relationship goes sour, like you said, I'm going to have to hear about all, because fellas, I know y'all know what I'm talking about when you break up with somebody and in the back of your mind, you like, damn, I hope she don't say nothing about this, or I hope she don't say nothing about that. So that's the part where he's talking about where it's not that we don't want to talk. You got to make me feel safe. You got to make me feel like what I need, how I feel is important. If you don't make me feel like what I have to say or how I feel is important, I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna shut down.
Yeah, because most of the time, hold on, because most of the time when a guy does get to that point where he feels safe or he thought it was a safe place, and then when get a rocky patch and things break up or get on that outskirts, women tend to use that information or wherever that moment, that vulnerable moment as ammo to break a guy down. But God didn't have enough money at that point in time, and you did. Now y'all breaking up. Well, don't bite the hand that fed you.
Well, that's childish.
Okay, it's childish, but I understand.
But it has happened.
It's childish, but you got to understand that sometimes, and I'm not saying it's right, but sometimes it comes from a place of hurt. Because it's like, yo, I really was with you when you were at your lowest and you had nothing to offer me, and I still loved you with all of my heart, and you chose to give your little ass dick to somebody else that I was loving you for? Like, that's crazy.
There it is.
That's crazy. So it's like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not coming in. No, I'm not saying it's right.
Look, that was ammo
I'm not
right
saying,
there. The nigga was comfortable with you, now the nigga dick little.
First of all, it's the audacity. I love you and this little dick, and you think you him to show somebody else? Nigga, what? What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know who she talking about, but
the audacity of y'all. The audacity.
He's gonna be watching this shit like.
The audacity.
It's crazy.
I'm just saying, have some respect. It comes from a place of hurt, and if you respect me, we all can respect each other.
That's right. I agree with that. Can I snap? Yeah.
We can. Not you though, not you. I'm gonna disrespect you forever.
Flat out.
First of all, I never said I was fumbled. I always say I was the toxic bitch. I had to go talk to the lady. I always say that. Nobody fumbled me. I fumbled myself. I always say that. It's accountability, Banks.
So
Next.
I can move on now.
Please
go.
move on.
We can go.
We can go.
Thank you, Stormypea.
It's okay.
Chocolate Chip and Sip podcast.
God bless you, brother.
All right, so y'all making me forget everything.
Sorry.
See over there.
All right, so how important do y'all think it is for all right, so we talked about these type of relationships, right? How important do y'all think it is to have some type of spiritual connection even if you're dating somebody? How important is that?
Very.
It's very important.
Very
That's where your
important.
foundation lies at.
There it is.
If y'all two on two different planes, and I don't even. And to be honest, you can be Muslim and Christian to me, but if you don't have any faith, that's never gonna work. You have no rules. You can't stand on nothing. You just talking off reality.
You said what you say?
It's gotta be Jesus. No, I'm joking.
To me, I believe you could be Christian and Muslim in a relationship if you really want.
I disagree.
And hold on.
I think you have to be
Hold
equally
on.
yoked.
Wait. Hear me out. Because when it comes to relationships, I have actually studied the Quran for a little bit of my life. They have a lot of the same background when it comes to Christians in Islam, hands down. When it comes to that.
Agree, but still, if y'all go into a serious relationship and it goes to the next level, that house gotta be equally yoked. It can't be equally yoked if y'all in two different religions. It's gonna be problematic later down the line.
I think when people, because I literally just had this conversation like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think people look at it from a belief aspect where if you believe in God and I believe in God, then we both believe in something. And that, I'm saying what people
I'm just
believe.
saying,
I don't agree with it. I said that. I'm just saying I think that a lot of times people look at it as you believe in God and I believe in God, and that's all that matters.
Right, they
But-
don't take into account how we raising our kids because it's different
Because
beliefs
it
that
comes
come
into
in
a
like
kids.
that.
Because then when you come down to celebrations of holidays, religious holidays, there's 2 different holidays. and
'Cause
kids
I want
trying to figure
birthday
out
gifts.
What holiday he's supposed to?
Yeah, because I think a lot of Muslim women date Christian men so that they don't gotta buy them nothing on birthdays and stuff.
That is wild.
I have dated Muslim women, and I never got a birthday present.
You know what? So,
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I have dated Muslim men because I know they did not expect anything on the holidays. I will say I'm guilty of that. I'm being
Toxic
honest.
And that's why the dating pool is trash.
Actually, she's a financial advisor. She's a financial advisor. I love this.
Yeah,
You should
like-
give more financial tips. I love
Yeah,
this.
I mean, listen, I saved a lot of money.
Sounds pretty selfish.
Listen, but you know what? I found God, and I only date Christian men. So
Amen. Amen. Amen.
As she sips her drink. So
Cranberry juice.
all right, so
The blood of Jesus.
so we
Amen.
can agree that spiritual unity is important when you date. All right, so what about character? How important is character?
Character is real important because, like, yo, my partner has to know I'm a fucking clown. Like, I'm never going to be serious. I'm never going to be serious, respectfully. Like, unless it's something intimate or, like, the time calls for it. But, like, bro, like, I'm probably going to be cracking jokes at your grandma's funeral, respectfully. Like, you just have to know that I'm a fucking clown.
Yeah, I laughed at
They're going to be
funerals.
funny, though, just if that makes it better. But, like, you have to know I'm a clown. So it's like it's going to be certain situations where if you don't understand that, you might see it as disrespectful. You might see it as, yo, she need to go back to the lady. But it's like, in all actuality, you have to understand that's just a part of who I am. But in the same token of that, like, I'm also going to be that person to provide peace for you. I'm going to be able to provide a safe space for you to share your emotions. I actually am not going to tell everyone that you had a little dick after we broke up. Like, I'm going to be that. But it's like all that is wrapped into me and my character.
All right, fellas, what y'all think? What y'all think about how important is character for you when you're dating a woman?
They silent because it ain't important.
Not one
Look,
fella will say, "Let me speak." So I guess I'll.
They
speak.
don't need to know who she is, what she
They
do,
cut.
what
Everybody
she's
was
about.
like, "Look, shit, nigga."
They don't care.
But I also agree because I feel like it's the same way as be like in a religion. You gotta be equally yoked all the way around. So that character, that makes y'all relationship. Y'all know, y'all understand each other. It makes everything smooth because everybody knows nothing's gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be smooth enough. Whereas though as when all right, yo, you going too far on your jokes, but I know that's how you are. Yo, you're not as funny or you're not as silly, so I won't say as many jokes or I won't say the certain jokes to you, so I know it will piss you off. No one will like to be with someone that character doesn't match. Or like she said when they was on they segment, that alignment, that character alignment is perfect.
who said that?
Rocky said that.
Okay,
Rocky said
She
that.
she acting quiet tonight. It's cool. But all right, so knowing all of these things, right? Where do you think the dating pool turned? Like, where do you think like all these?
Social media.
So,
Relationship goals. Hashtag relationship goals.
Social media and men are not disciplined.
social media and yet, y'all. Wait, social media and men are not disciplined, but yet you're on social media showing your ass, your titties, and everything else.
You're not disciplined.
Men aren't disciplined, like I said. You're not.
You're not disciplined.
You know, I
Is this camera
I
on
just want to. I'm
I
sorry.
know you did not just say that.
I just want to give some pushback because we have to stop letting niggas get away with this whole idea of men aren't disciplined. That's a fucking lie.
Damn right it is.
Men will go to the same fucking barber for 30 years and not cheat not once, right? They're disciplined then, right? But now when it comes to relationships, we're giving them the pass. So men aren't disciplined. Yes, the fuck they are. Like, we have to start holding them accountable and saying they're capable of not cheating. They don't cheat on their fucking barber, do they? Okay,
the hell
then.
don't. Shout out
So
to Crispy
we need
Cuts.
to stop saying they're not disciplined. We need to stop saying men aren't disciplined. That's a lie. We are not letting them get away with that shit no more, y'all. We're cutting it.
It's a bullshit statement anyway. That doesn't make any sense.
Because men, we ain't going out saying we not disciplined at all. We know we are.
Can I get one?
You're not.
This
the ones that you're picking that's not this.
women are. I'm not pointing no fingers to women in here. I'm not saying that.
No, she's
But
in the
women
pool
saying-
with piss and Henny in it.
What I'm saying is you can't say men are not disciplined, but there are women that are go outside and act like they don't got no common sense when they get on, they start drinking and getting sloppy. How we don't have no discipline, but y'all the ones shaking ass over the place, all on
But when you
Instagram.
met her, she was outside shaking asshole. You saw
That's
her.
the ones we don't bag.
Where you met her.
The
Now
ones that
it's a
don't bag her
problem.
though.
Now it's a problem.
The niggas don't bag her though. If the ones that slappy and all that,
Obama said
niggas don't want her.
Now,
So real quick, it's a difference.
Hold on, y'all.
We all adults. It's a difference from fucking a chick and actually bagging someone and being in a relationship. Just because we fucking y'all don't mean we really want y'all. We seen what you did that night and cool. That was cool for that day or that night and rest where is that? But that doesn't.
Why you had to go
We all
there?
pillow talk and say bullshit when we in it. It's fine. We all do it. And the next day we be like, shit, I said that. Oh, all right. And I'm taking accountability right now. I know I'll be saying some bullshit.
At night, and then no, y'all going, you gonna fuck her, y'all gonna have multiple conversations, and then that's how.
That's that multiple conversation thing.
You don't just, y'all don't just fuck somebody and then worry about your baby.
That's bullshit.
Wait.
Can you?
Wait. Listen. It's half truth to that. Cause what my man Big, if they head right, I'm there every night. You heard what he said?
no, well, Jody said the last pod on the last.
Don't call me
episode-
Jody.
Listen,
Now,
if it's fired, then it's fired. The nigga can't leave it to go. It's not hard to get
Let's
fired.
talk about what he said. He said the last episode that what is it you call? You were trying to figure out like levels of dating. Y'all remember? And he was like, well, he dates multiple.
Whoa, I never
That is what you said.
Who said that?
He said he.
I never used the M word the whole time.
Don't you make me go back. Now,
I never said multiple.
But you said, because we were asking you, we were like, damn, what was the question? But anyway, we were trying to figure it out. But he said he dates
She
multiple,
tried to get
and
me cased up.
and we were trying to figure out what was a serious level of dating for you, and you couldn't even tell us.
Okay, you
were
know why?
dating.
You know why?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
hold on.
what
Hold
was jumping
on.
you.
Hold on.
Hey,
I'm
Joey,
about
that's
to
when
tell
I
you.
was jumping
No,
you.
it's cool because I'm about to tell it right now. Because now I know what you're talking about. All right, so
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah, I said that.
Because if you go back to what I said that was before I started dating with a purpose. When I wasn't dating with a purpose, I was just doing anything. I was dealing with anybody. I didn't care how long I talked to. I didn't even care if we went out. I had one goal and one goal only.
Fuck.
And 9 times out of 10, I ain't have to take you on a date to meet that goal. You met me there.
That's rough.
So let's talk about that. Like
But
it's
let's
not.
talk about the men that's still doing it. Is
Oh,
what I'm
wait,
saying.
All right, no, listen.
hold on,
We
wait,
can't
hold
talk
on.
on them niggas. That's not us.
Hold on.
And by the
How
way,
we
I
know?
was talking
Hold
about
on.
past Lamont. I wasn't talking about right now.
Hold on.
How we know?
Question.
So
But when you're dating, don't you date to find out what you like, correct?
Well, this is the problem. So here's what I'm saying. Yes, you're right. So what I was saying was, yes, you date to find out whatever level you want to go to. But the conversation that we had was that he would still date them, and he knew he wasn't messing with them like that. And this is what
we're
I said
speaking
what I
past
said
tense.
about-
Listen,
No,
Past tense.
we're not talking about. I'm bringing it up because there's still men out here that's doing that. They might be in this room, but we ain't gonna
All
go
right, well,
there.
just separate me from there so I don't get in
said
trouble.
What I'm saying is, it was brought up. That's why I'm bringing it up.
But no, we can definitely talk about. Let's talk about that because I don't think that like women really. I don't think people really understand like that's a lifestyle.
What?
It's a lifestyle, and it's very hard to come out of that lifestyle. So when you dealing with somebody that's used to having sex with multiple women at a time, this person has no dating experience. And because, again, he's a man, you're expecting him to know to do the things that you want him to do. Open your car door, show up with flowers, plan a date, do this, do that. You expect him to do all of these things when really you know this nigga was just outside last week.
But that's what dating is. Like, are we talking about situationships? Because it's giving very situationship energy. Like, I mean, that's what dating is. So I'm listening. Like, I've been just listening. and like it was brought up about social media. Like people will study you like on social media and like see what your interests are and watch you. It happens, right? And then like they'll talk art with me all day, and then what you doing you to death. Like you don't get to sit in someone's space and ask what you're doing. So then what you're speaking about now is like it's giving situationship energy. So in dating, everybody should be intentional. So if you're not being intentional, then all we're going to continue to do is attract trash.
Thank you.
Worry about yourself. The more you worry about yourself, the more you level up yourself, and then you will attract like-minded individuals. So that takes you back to alignment yet again. Like I'm gonna stand firm on that. It's important.
I support it.
It's so important for us. Like otherwise, we will continue to be taking trash out or talking about piss in the pool and all that nut shit. Like it's giving nut shit. So at what point in time do we decide as people that we want to like be in a space of peace, right? Everybody talks about women in particular talk about like being soft, but then you made a comment and said like women should listen, right? I don't feel like nobody was really hearing you because you spoke about when you talk about your feelings, a woman should hear what you're saying about your feelings. Nobody can tell you how you feel. So as a man, if you're talking about your feelings and how you feel, and you're in a relationship or dating somebody, she has to hear what you're saying. She don't have to receive it. She get to decide to move on, but she has to hear what you're saying. So the moment that a woman hears what you're saying, then you guys get to decide like, okay, like he ain't for me, she's not, you know what I mean, and so forth and so on. But like it's a little metal because I hear like situationship vibes and then I hear like dating vibes. Like what are we really doing? Like we playing around or we not?
Well,
At
what
a certain age,
determines a situationship?
fucking. Because that's what I'm hearing. Like, oh, that's what's happening. This, that. Like,
that's all that's
stop
happening.
fucking. Like, stop fucking, first of all. Like, let's stop. Stop having sex.
Yeah, clearly. I agree with that.
We
There's some people at the bar right now like, I don't know if I'm getting enough that right now.
I'm talking to the women then.
I'm talking about the women who's looking like I ain't giving enough
listen,
that.
I'm not talking about the men because men are well, whatever. For women, because we blaming women, right? We're saying the women are accepting nut shit. We are. Well, they are. But stop, like, the sex stuff, like, you gotta stop having sex. Like, what are we doing? It's random. Like, come on.
Well,
listen.
Banks
Wait,
said coochie is therapy.
If you're talking about what you want,
Banks said coochie is therapy. That's what you said.
let them fuck who want to fuck.
He wears it.
Then let them have sex with who wants to have sex.
listen. I think
Either you want the man or you don't.
Whoa, hit him with the nail.
Either you want him or you don't. You either gonna listen to him talk or you not. You either gonna choose you or you ain't. Like, so what are we doing?
That's actually a form of intimacy. Listening is actually a form of intimacy. And I all right, we need that. So we're not gonna tell people not to do that. But
I'm pretty sure it's 50-50 on the sex part. Who wants sex?
Yeah,
I don't think no
yeah,
one's forcing no one.
if you're talking about like
There's
me,
some women
me-
that's been
me-
sexually dominant that be wanting to have sex with a person. Let's keep it a bean.
I need Stormy's opinion.
That's why I said it's
I want
50-50.
sex every day. That don't mean I'm going to do it.
I need Stormy's opinion on this one. 'Cause I
Okay.
think about it.
Your judgment is clouded. It's clouded. We had this conversation the last time. Did we not, Vicky, talk about this the last time? Then your judgment will forever be clouded, and then you will just continue to be on level 5.
Stormy.
Simple.
I think that things to remember is sex has become complicated because right now we're in this microwave generation. We don't want to wait for shit. We want things instantly. I want to talk to you for 2 weeks and we gonna fuck, or you gonna be my boyfriend. That's just how people are moving right now, right? So once we get out of that, we'll be able to understand and look at other things. I feel like we don't pay attention to the fact that just like guys are quick to be like, oh, well, I just wanted you for a quick fuck. It's like, I don't think y'all understand that there are some men who we want to make our husband, and there are some men we want to buy us a bag, and there are some men who we really just want to fuck as well. So
that.
I think another thing we need to
Say
pay
that.
attention to is there are categories on which you fall into. And like you were saying, alignment is important because you might be coming at me thinking you're going to be my husband, but in all actuality, I'm just trying to see if you can help me fix my credit. So we need to figure out what spot and what place we have in each other's lives.
You about to use a nigga, the nigga getting himself.
But-
He wanted to be your husband, but you only wanted him so you can fix your credit. So now that nigga feeling some type of way.
Which is why I said alignment is important, because that's how the vicious cycle starts over again, because now he's moving bitter and takes that out on the next woman who had nothing to do with the situation. So it's important to pay attention to alignment and be honest with it and let people know what your intentions are up front. Niggas, y'all don't do that a lot. So I feel like as a unit, we both need to work on it, but men need to work on it a little bit more.
I agree with that. Yes, yes.
So
I will give women that much credit for the forwardness of a woman. I'll give y'all much credit, because there's women who's like, I need a nigga to give me a bag. All right, well, shorty, you need that nigga down the bar, 'cause it ain't gonna be me. I'm telling you that right now. If that's your motion and that's your moves, that's how you gonna do, I ain't that nigga for you. I'm sorry. So I give women that much credit on being upfront, being honest. Like, listen, what you gonna do for me? If you want me just so I can do something for you, then I'm not the nigga for you.
I don't think it's just what you want to do for me, though. I think that each woman is allowed to set her standards. If she's saying, yo, the price of my coochie is a bag, you either going to buy the bag or you're not going to get the coochie.
Not
I can't
getting that.
fault the
or
next
you
woman.
gonna find somebody that already got the bag and
I
get her
can't-
coochie.
I can't fault that woman for her standards for her coochie. That's
And
her
I
decision.
agree. I'm not upset at it.
No,
No.
that's fucking.
That's a business transaction.
Not as standard, but hear me out though.
not dating.
I think that
That's
that
fucking.
you have to have standards for yourself, whether it be to get a bag or whether it be for a man to show you X amount of consistency. It doesn't matter. That's just what you require for your coochie. It has nothing to do with
But
me.
when did that come about?
speaking
Because
on
of social
multiple
media,
point of
right?
views, though. She's not
That came about because of social media. Because
It's not
before
just.
that,
It's,
grandma and grandpa didn't do
That
that.
was
Our
that
parents
was
Hold on,
before
y'all, hold on, y'all.
social
That fucking
media.
reality TV shit,
that was
all
before
that
social
social media
media.
shit, fuck dating up from here on out. We all can agree, might can disagree. But all that, yo, you gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta look a certain way
Right.
for that nigga to get me or for you to get me. No.
I think that's a lie, because in the 90s, Destiny's Child was going out looking for the ballers with the pockets full grown. So it's like, it's not saying that now all of a sudden social media is bad. Like, no, it always was
goddamn, y'all
there.
got me looking
Social
up that
media
other
just
song.
made it more prevalent and made us all
Yes.
more aware of it, but it's always been there.
No, wait. Know how much it's a lie, though? Because all these girls want a Birkin bag. You know how hard it is to get a Birkin bag?
I do think that some
I
of the
had two
standards
Birkin
are a
bags. You know
little
how hard it is to get
unrealistic. Some of the
You can
standards
go right
are
down
a
the
little
street, K and
unrealistic.
you can find one. All right.
Some of the standards are unrealistic, and ladies, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Sometimes y'all be asking niggas to do shit for you that you can't do for yourself.
That you can't do for you.
Which
That
is
you
a
can't do for yourself.
A little wild. But you know, I think to each his own. I just think we need to be a little more realistic.
Yeah, absolutely.
and
Like, if you want to go to Chicken and Pete's, I can do that.
All right, now you
No,
wildin'.
you can't be asking that nigga to take you to Steak 48, but when you go out with your girlfriends, y'all go to Fridays. You gotta make it make sense. What's your real standard?
Y'all got
For
y'all
you-
want
But
y'all
wait,
got
though, but wait,
steak
though, but wait.
48 taste, but
But
only
wait,
got
but
Chili's
wait.
money. That don't
Now,
make no sense. How
I
we gonna
think-
do that?
I think a lot of that is our fault too, because I think that again we talked about the appearance of a woman, and we talked about how when you see somebody that you're attracted to, you kind of try to judge how she looks, and kind of take away from that, like, oh, she doesn't look like the type that'll go here, or she doesn't look like the type that'll go there. So you try to make yourself more financially available than you really are by making a sacrifice to impress this person.
So is she looking like Walmart or Target?
It's Tarjay, first of all.
So, but I think a lot of men, I think we have a problem with being our true selves in the beginning because of the appearance of certain women.
Yeah, and that's how
I don't
that's
agree
how
with
a
that.
lot of ladies end up with the
said
bums,
something.
the
You said
lazy
something. All right.
niggas that don't want to do nothing because y'all lie in the beginning.
But that comes. But Joe.
No.
Joe.
That's
Hold
what
on,
it
y'all.
is.
Hold on, y'all.
No,
that-
but when you have to sit there and put a facade like, okay, she may look like she likes Steak 48, but she like to go to Applebee's every Fridays with her girlfriends. But she may look like Steak 48, but really Applebee's. So he's going in trying to ask niggas for money. Oh, can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? Because, yeah, that is how it is. I had people to... No, because these are facts. These are
Get it
facts.
started. Start the car up. Get
These
heated.
are-
Come on.
these are facts.
I'm here for it.
These are facts. Y'all niggas like to try to impress, right, certain women when really they be sleeping on this person's couch. They never pay rent or pay Section 8. These are known facts.
So
You
Shay,
can have-
And y'all wear y'all girlfriend shoes.
Hold on, Jay.
I don't wear nobody's shoes but my
Jay,
own.
Wear
Jay.
y'all girlfriend clothes.
Those people should not be dating anybody.
Well, like,
Simple
okay,
as
listen.
that.
All right, well, how about this?
Those
How
people
many?
shouldn't be
all right,
dating
listen.
nobody, male or female.
How many niggas?
You shouldn't be
And
doing
how many times you went back to that nigga?
extracurricular. You should be trying to figure out your shit in your situation.
Exactly.
You don't have no business in nobody's DMs or saying hi or going. You shouldn't be doing any of those things. Fix yourself. Get yourself.
But y'all
together.
still, not saying you, I'm just
So-
saying women still go back to those niggas even though they knew that shit after the first time. You get a nigga another spin around the block. So you keep saying about this nigga, you still letting that nigga
I
hit. You
said
still
stop
letting that
having
nigga talk to you,
sex.
pillow talk.
I said stop having sex. That's why you got people gotta stop.
Y'all keep coming up with that bullshit.
You're
with
stuck.
niggas.
They stop.
Well,
When you say stop, wait, what does stop mean? Like stop overall? Like
I don't think she means stop overall.
I mean, stop.
No, it's stop.
No, what you
Stop
mean, though?
giving the
She
pussy
got a chastity
out.
belt on.
Don't get a pussy away, ladies.
It's a waste of your energy.
right?
You're wasting your energy. What do you have? Save something. Save something. Like, what are we doing? Like, for real. I mean, I don't know. All right.
Let's
Joey,
shift.
relax.
Let's shift a little bit.
You said what you said about the sex just now. So that's what made me circle back to the sex. But now you
Lonnie's horny. Every time somebody say sex, he lie. No, let's shift a little bit. So, Vicky, can you do me a favor and hold on, guys. Let's shift for a second because we're talking about this and it's very important. I'm glad you said that because Vicky actually made a good point. I can't say what you said verbatim, but you made a comment on part one where you talked about how we lay down with certain people and we start our attitude changes and our behavior changes because we laid down with the wrong person. Or something. Can you just?
It was about sex being spiritual. So, like a lot of people take sex as just sex. Like they want to pound, they go to Pound Town. But it's deeper than that. It is. It is actually a spiritual thing. It's a sacred place. When you enter into somebody, you create spiritual soul ties. So, say for instance, if I'm sleeping with Greg, I'm sleeping with whoever Greg slept with and whoever Greg's person slept with. So it's a long line of people that you're looking at that you slept with. That's what's happening. And it creates soul ties. And you wonder why. Like, have you ever slept with somebody, right? Like, you was cool. You come into the relationship, y'all have sex, and all of a sudden you start feeling funny, maybe insecure. Maybe you stop liking how you look. Something about you is weird. You're just completely chemically imbalanced or spiritually imbalanced. And you're just not yourself. I've been through that. So you got to be careful who you sleep with because it is a spiritual soul tie. You're sleeping with multiple people, not just one. And not to get spiritual, but God made it to be you and a person, not you and multiple people. And that's why we so messed up. And if I can say this before you take the mic away from me, because this is important. No, seriously, like we all up here cussing and, acting up and all that stuff. But the reality of it is this. Like we're all sitting here calling the dating pool one thing and, saying another thing. But this is what it says. And I don't know who believes in what, but this is what it says in 2 Timothy 3:2. Let me tell you. No, I love the Lord. And I'm going to tell
When
you what
you
it says.
find the passage,
It
please
says-
raise your hand.
It says, people will be lovers of themselves and lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, and unholy. So at the end of the day, that's all we dealing with. It's the last days. We can argue all day about what it is we dealing with, who he gonna be, who I'm gonna be, who she gonna be, who they gonna sleep with. The dating pool ain't this, the dating pool ain't that. But the reality of it is, y'all, this is what it is. Everybody is lovers of themselves, and we all trying to figure it out. Period.
It's the last days. It's the rapture.
If y'all could just pass the collection plate around,
That's
everybody,
it.
if you can
Come
just.
on,
Yeah, come on,
son.
somebody.
But no, seriously.
Don't have sex.
It's going to happen. That's not what I'm saying to y'all, but it's a lesson behind it because I've had multiple partners. I'm not coming on here perfect. I'm coming on here as a person that has been through that. I've slept with people and woke up months later and realized, where the hell am I? How did I get here? Why am I depressed? And I'm depressed because the person that I was with was wholeheartedly depressed. I'm talking about really going through mental things, and then you find yourself going through these things. You gotta be careful. And then you sleep with a girl in the club, she out drinking, acting crazy. This is what she's around. It's spiritual. We wrestle against flesh and blood. I mean, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities and rulers of this earth. Let's be real, y'all. It's real. So that's all I'm saying. It's spiritual. I'm done
Come on
now,
my
though.
podcast and do that.
From my corazón.
Yo, who brought the chick from Enon? Come on.
I feel like it's only right we do an altar call at this point.
You
'cause
have
she
to.
just-
Hey, let's wrap it up. I don't even want to drink.
The Lord is calling one of you right now. Just slip your hand up in the air. Don't be ashamed right now. Just throw your hand
But
up.
The
I'm
doors of the church is always open. It's never closed.
I'm
Let's
a
get this going.
I'm a piggyback off of that because would you like to go first? All right, so I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that.
We all are.
I mean, it felt God.
Wait. Are you guilty
That was
of
a
that, or are
piggyback?
you guilty of post-nut clarity? Because those are two different
I'm about
things.
to say it right now.
Tell 'em, friend.
No, like I mean, I've been in that situation before where I used sex as a coping mechanism because of how I was feeling about something else, and the person that I slept with was perfectly fine before I did what I did to her.
But the reality of it is that.
What?
You're proud.
Say it.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Switch it up. We
You're
live in
proud?
2023.
He's proud. You're proud.
Revert back to say something different, bro.
And you're not. You don't even feel bad. And you don't
What
even,
did-
and
yo,
you don't
what did
even
you just
feel
say?
bad.
All right, it was
Hey,
a
Tim.
No.
He's done
Hold on,
drinking.
no.
He's done drinking for the night, Tim.
It was a sex joke.
There we go.
You need to stop.
It
Yo.
was a
Stop
sex
drinking.
Ooh, this guy
But-
stinks.
but
All
when
right, listen. So I think that you are a wild individual, number one.
Thank you.
Right? But I also think that it's important for you to clarify
Let me clarify.
Please.
right now.
So, all right, that was a sex joke. I said what I did to her, and I smiled like, "Oh, you did it, you killed." All right. So no, all right. So let me bring it back. So what I meant by that was, I used to use sex as a coping mechanism, and it's so funny. I'm gonna say this. I can't believe I'm about to say this. We was just out yesterday.
Don't you bring my birthday party into this. You don't
No,
you bring
let
that
me-
party into this.
Let me. So first of all, yesterday was Stan's birthday, by the way. So if anybody wants to get him a shot, feel free. So this is a true story. We was out yesterday, and I'm not gonna say no names. I ran into two women who I did dirty about 6 or 7 years. I'm not playing right now. I'm serious.
No, one of them was very adamant in telling me.
I ran
She
into.
was, I was real
I
confused.
also got a text message
listen,
from it.
Listen, I lied to y'all not. I ran into two women, good women who did not deserve any of what I did. And it killed me the whole time I was there. I kept telling Ma, I'm like, Ma, I gotta say something to her. Not to try to get her back. It's not that.
I'm like, no, wait until
I
tomorrow
really
or
was
something.
just, I'm at a different space where when I went back and looked at what I did to them and I realized that they didn't deserve that, I said, you know what? Let me go over there and apologize.
That's growth. I like
Let me
that.
go apologize because
Did she accept your apology?
she did. They both did actually.
Aw.
But hold up. Before you say that, I'm gonna tell you, because the thing about it is a lot of times, like, if I go back, the type of lifestyle that I used to live, there were no feelings, there were no emotions at that moment. Of course, you pay for those things later on down the line because there's consequences for everything that you do that you're not supposed to do, whether it happens the day after or 2-3 months later. So I'm at a place in my life where I just really want to try to fix everything that I can fix. So I feel guilty when I see somebody who I hurt who didn't deserve that hurt. So what Vicky is talking about is true, because a lot of these women that we do these things to do not deserve it, and it's fucked up because we know that they really be in it and they with us, and we still turn around and do the complete opposite of what we say we're going to do. So now I'm taking that accountability for myself. I'm not sitting here speaking for everybody in here, so I don't want anybody to look down on the men in here and be like, oh, y'all need to do. No, when a man is ready to do better, he'll do better.
Yeah, very
Like
And it's just
Hey,
as simple
hey,
as
Jay.
that. And I'm,
Yes.
It's a lot of women that's going to see this podcast like, yo, you know you owe me an apology too now.
Hey, let me say something, ladies. Ladies, if you're watching this right now, send this to that nigga who owe you an apology.
My man.
That's beautiful.
It's gonna be so many people getting saved after this.
And that's what we want. So I know.
Greg, is it something
Yo,
you
we
want
got
to
a
share with
minister down
everybody?
there. If y'all need to get
Greg,
saved, we got a minister down there.
I'm sorry.
We got our
Greg,
minister.
Is it something you want to share? She been calling you Greg all night. I'm gonna sock you, nigga.
Hold on, y'all.
And I'm gonna say this because I said it doesn't matter if they accept it or not. It's something that you have to become clear with yourself. You have to become clear with yourself. And I'm gonna tell you a true real story. 2019, no 2010. I had one girl. Listen, because I can, as a testimony, I can share my story all the time. Because I lost 30 pounds in 1 month. I dealt with one person, gave her everything. I got to the next person, didn't give her nothing. But from the first one person, I said, I made a goal. I said, I'm gonna sleep with, I never said the number, whether it be 10 or whether it be 100 in a year. I did that goal. I ran through them. And I checked off, I literally checked off a list. After that, I met somebody within. I met somebody within that list, and I fell in love with them. They accepted me because why? Because they've been married before, and they knew. Listen, I'm not going through your phone. I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna let you do you. She said one day, don't never call me, don't never text me, don't never. I said, listen, I just want to reach out to you and see how you're doing one day. Don't do it. It broke me. I lost 30 pounds in 1 month. 30 pounds in 1 month from stress, depression, crying. 2010. I said, listen, that ain't it. Because that's not who I am. That ain't who I am.
I'm not gonna lie, my man had an Herbalife shirt on. I thought the story was going someplace else when it started with the weight loss. I said, what the fuck?
Hey, Storm!
Hold on, Storm! Hey, yo!
Stormy!
Hey, yo!
Storm! I was waiting for the promo. I was waiting for the promo. I was waiting for him to say, hey, listen. I was waiting for him to say, hey, thank you for Herbalife for bringing me back.
Yo, I'm sitting over here like.
That's beautiful though. I love that.
Yo, I'm sitting over here like if this nigga pull a shakeout, I'm done.
I'm waiting for my man to say, shout out to Herbalife, bring me back to life. My shirts fit perfectly now.
This is when I understood personal development. This is when I understood personal development. I worked on myself first. I read it. My homie gave me a book. A friend of mine, female friend of mine, came by and said, listen, I'm dragging you out the house to go eat. Them two people changed my life. Them two people changed. I read the book, and one of the parts of the book said, become clear with yourself. And like, if you got to write a letter.
Repeat that.
Become clear with yourself. I wrote a letter. I reached out to everybody during that time and apologized. If I could
100 letters?
I made a Facebook post and I apologized to everybody. It's still on my Facebook. No, I ain't here.
Tag him? Did you tag him?
If I had to write him, I would have wrote it. If I had to write, because I didn't care, because I had to get that.
You got to get out the system.
I had to get it out of my system.
You look free.
Wait. Hey, Vicky, ask him how.
How, sir?
But listen, I host a personal development call based on a lot of this every morning, 7 o'clock every morning, to help people get their mind right. Because a lot of us are hurt from childhood, trauma. A lot of stuff. Men don't want to cry. Men don't want to be vulnerable. It's okay because you're not weak. And then when you're able to do that in front of anybody, you hurt people. But guess what? Heal people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's
Make it plain, brother.
Our community don't know.
Give him a microphone.
And it don't. People, give him a mic.
Let him cook.
Look, this disclaimer real quick.
no,
Somebody before the pod said he needed to be in the chair
to
before he even got here. He did say that.
To be honest, that's what this is for. You know what I'm saying? Like this platform was created for people just like you, people like me, people like everybody up here who understand that I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? I made mistakes. I want to make things right. I can't change everything that I did, but I want to make things right. Like you said, it's about that personal development, that growth. And that right there is what's going to change the whole narrative of the actual dating pool, because there's a woman out there that's for you, and there's a woman out there for me too, and everybody in here is somebody for everybody, but it's all about timing. God can't put the woman that's for you in your life right now because you messed up. I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking in general. So it's really up to us. Like, and I said this before, like a lot of us are not patient enough to wait for the love that we deserve. Microwave love. We want it right now. And to go spiritual for a second, you can't have that kind of attitude and say you believe in God. You can't pray for something like that and then turn around and go from this person to that person to this person to that person, hoping that this is the one. You're going to continue to swim deeper and deeper in that pool of piss and Henny and champagne or whatever is in it. You going to do that. And again, I'm only saying this because I've been there. I've been there. I don't even think I actually really, now that I think about it, I don't think I actually really dated in so long that even now my last relationship don't even make sense to me no more. Because it's like, when did we date?
Can
I
piggyback off you?
We just met each other, and next thing you know, we was living together. I was like, oh.
Bro, can I piggyback off of you? Because sometimes we use words and we don't explain them all the way. You said deserve, right? A lot of us right now,
Don't know what we deserve.
you said deserve. A lot of us want our wants. Sometimes our wants is not what we need. Because everybody, yeah, I want him. Yeah, I want her. And it's like,
Well, I
no,
think when they
that's
say
not-
want, sorry, I
that-
think
so-
I think
so
when they say
you
want, they're
when-
talking about what Rocky said don't do.
Right. No. Exactly. But I want to clarify, because when you use deserve, I think what people do in their head is say, oh, I want that, so I deserve that. No, that's not what you deserve. You might want that, but that might not be good for you.
Right.
Just like, when you wake up in the morning, you got to drink water, you got to do all this other stuff. But you look at that ginger ale, you look at all that sugar. I love ginger ale. But I'm just now changing my life. I used to be, look real quick, I used to be a ginger ale nut. I literally,
Don't put ginger ale in
I never liked Pepsi.
All right, so use that as don't put ginger ale in Ginger ale's a saint.
It is. It's got to be
All
sitting
right.
right next to God.
Just boil some ginger and use some club soda. But
healing.
but yeah, no. What I'm saying is, sometimes we got to clarify our words, because people will go back home or listen to this and be like, yeah, because I deserve that. Deep down, it's not a deserve. It's a want.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. So I guess the Lonnie, you crazy as shit.
I wanted to
First of all, where Lonnie get snacks from?
too. I'm VIP.
So I guess the magic question is, what are we gonna do about it?
Well,
Because I think that I'm gonna hit it to you. I think that we all can agree that we all have played or play a role in the dating pool and the way that it's operating, right? So, no, okay. Well, not everybody, but according to Shay, 98%. Okay.
You said 98%?
She said 98%.
of what?
I said what I said.
Wait,
What?
what?
No, say it.
She said
98% of what?
98% of men in the dating pool are trash.
What? So, all right. See, this is why I came here ready to shoot.
That's not real.
I can see why. I can see why you said that. I don't know if that's. I mean, that's.
I mean,
That's
it's not,
opinion.
I'm
That's
not saying
opinion.
that it's facts.
But I can see why. she
I'm
said-
being a little dramatic, but
A little?
yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't even say a majority of men are trash. I wouldn't say a majority men are fuckboys. I'm going to say men going to do what you allow them to do. And if you're not taking accountability and you're choosing to ignore red flags, you're going to get fucked over. Like, honestly, men aren't that smart. They aren't that creative. Like, they drop shits. No, they drop hints and they do little shit to make you see they not really serious about you. Sis, you've been asking him to take you on a date for 3 months. It's a nigga who you can say, oh, I wanted to check this museum out, and he gonna take you the next week. So we need to be real about who we're really we're giving our time and ourselves to, because in all actuality, these niggas is showing they not really that into you, but you're choosing not to pay attention to it. So it's not that men are fuckboys or the dating pool is trash. You're getting what you're allowing. You have to have boundaries and you got to have standards.
I just want to ask a question. All right, so what makes y'all do that? I just want to know. I want to know why do y'all? I'm telling you. Why do y'all accept that?
Because we're desperate. And I mean this respectfully. Women are desperate because we're outnumbering niggas times 4, right? Of the niggas that we have left, out of the niggas that we have left, how many are black? Out of the niggas that are black, how many are heterosexual?
How many are straight?
Out of those, we're now. I'm just talking about numbers. I'm not trying to take this into that conversation. I'm talking about numbers. Right? So if we're already outnumbering men by 4, and then of that only like 20% of black, and then of that only like 5% are heterosexual, it's Hunger Games out this bitch. So sometimes we are choosing to deliberately ignore red flags because something is better than nothing. Because at the end of the day, getting married for a man isn't a flex because he gets nothing from it. But getting married for a woman, bitch, that's a status symbol. I got chose and you didn't. I'm better than you hoes. You know what I mean? So that's why we're choosing to ignore all this stuff for the hopes of eventually I'm going to get this ring. And eventually, if you keep ignoring these flags, I guarantee you are not. So you got to stand up for yourself.
But I guess the question is, are we going to change it or are we not though? Like, because we can talk about it over and over again, but like, what are we going to do to change that as our trajectory in life? Like,
we're going to set boundaries.
We're just going to keep it.
That's all you.
Yeah,
can
like
do is set
I'm trying to get to the phase of like, okay, so now what are we going to do? Like,
we are going to.
Do we decide to say like, all right, I'm cool. Like, or are we going? Or is this going to be the next one, and it's going to be the same set of situations, same circumstances? My opinion is for people to start to choose themselves. Like, worry about yourself. Pick yourself. Choose you. Focus on you. Worry about you. I promise you, at some point in time, when you start to feel different about you, you will attract. Keyword attract. What it is that you're giving off. Rather, if you're saying it, doing it or not, you will attract that. So it's like, at what point do it just?
Can I piggyback off of that real quick though? Because you are right, but this is the problem that I really think we have, and I don't want to go back to the preacher part like she was doing, but. But you also, when you are looking for yourself, you got to put God in it, plain and simple. You cannot look for yourself by yourself.
Oh, wait till I pour the alcohol in my cup.
Bro, I'm drinking with you. I'm a whole mixologist.
I love God.
But no, like literally, you cannot look for yourself. That's another problem. People, I do all, what was that Tyler Perry shit that he did? I do that's the most bullshit. I hated that whole play. That was bullshit. You needed God. What'd you say?
I said so was Think Like a Man, but I liked it.
No, Think Like a Man was funny, but it was bullshit too.
It is.
But you see that goes back to what we was talking about earlier with the whole social media thing, where like a lot of people compare their dating lives to what we see on television, what we see on social media, what we hear on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these new artists out here, they talking about they booty hole brown and
That's wild.
The music today, I said that on our show, the music today makes dating and all that shit looks crazy. Nigga, I told you, I be DJing when I go to bars. You could drop one song and cut the music off, and girls can repeat this with the most enthusiastic voice. Anything, broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. Like, god damn, what makes a nigga broke? Now, if a nigga got a regular job, that nigga looks broke.
Can I just say though? But people.
It's more than one. It's more than one song. There's another song that says I only deal with rich niggas. Did you on Lady London? She says that shit. There's music all over the place where y'all ladies be saying that shit. And I'm not saying ladies here. I respect every last one of y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. But what I'm saying is there's women all over the place that goes out and we go for what we see. So if we are at a bar or at a club or at a lounge, wherever the case may be, and we do think you're attractive. And some guys are shy, so they don't know how to approach a woman. And they see a woman spit these lyrics out faithfully like it's the Quran or the Holy Bible. Niggas just...
Hold up.
At the end of the day, we are in a social setting and we are having a good time. Cause them same songs come on about having money and you niggas don't be having it and we don't be judging y'all. So I feel like we're outside having a good time, so let us have a good time. But on the flip side of that, I just want to say, these are songs and these are musicians and these are artists. If you weren't raised right and your parents didn't give you nothing to look up to, just say that. Because why are you looking to that to be your role model for that's what I need to be looking at?
But that comes into the that's men and women that goes into that.
No. I said for men and women, you are absolutely correct. I don't think that that's what we should be idolizing. We should have other things that we set up. Just like you said, we should be working on ourselves and have things we're working on within ourselves where I really don't need this nigga know that my pussy is pink and my booty hole is brown. I'm just out enjoying myself.
It would be good to know, but
Hopefully ain't no other color.
I mean, it would be good to know.
But it also comes with, I feel like, I mean, what it comes with like the company that you keep. You know, some girls and some guys are just gender clear. Keeps the people around that does bullshit around them numerous of times that don't check their homies. Nigga, we could go outside right now and we know where we at. We done seen 1,000 of these people that we know where we at down the street. We walking down there, we gonna think every last one of them, one person that walks down that street looks like a fiend. We gonna think everybody that's down there is a fiend. Right. You don't separate yourself, how can we know that you're not part of that group?
Okay, how can I know you got money? You with the niggas yelling that you got money. That doesn't mean that you have money. Like, we have to be real.
No, because if a nigga separate himself, he's not with that bullshit. You can see, you'll look at a nigga and tell that nigga not with the dumb shit. You can tell with a chick.
If he rapping all about the Benjamins, how do I know he don't really have the Benjamins?
So
it's the same premise.
So basically what you're saying is when certain songs come on in the club, if you don't have no money and the song is about money,
oh no, I wouldn't even talk about the songs anymore.
I'm saying if that's gonna be the attitude for the way you're judging women, keep that same.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
I wasn't going off this. Hold on, Joe, because I wasn't going off the music no more. I'm just talking about like how we present ourselves when we outside.
That's what y'all be presenting yourselves in a section, and really you staying with your mama.
No, that's real shit. 100%.
No.
What if she gave me money for the section?
It's my birthday.
You don't know my relationship with my mom.
I'm just saying, keep the standards across the board. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is, I'm not. I said in the beginning, I said it's not women or men. I said just equally on the level grounds. If you separate yourself from certain bullshit, people can detect who you are and what the shit that you do. We all got friends that be out here doing some dumbass shit. Do you condone that shit? No. I check my homies. I check my homie Lonnie. I check Joey. We doing bullshit.
He do not check Lonnie. He do not check Lonnie.
He's here.
He do not check Lonnie.
No, I check my homies, and I only want to hang with my homies that's going to check me. I don't want no one going to say, yo, that was cool. We all know that was bullshit.
Right.
We all got come on. We all hang with people that we know that's doing dumb shit. There's chicks in here they got homies that's dating a nigga that's probably married and don't even say shit about it and let them do it.
Don't say nothing.
That's a lie.
I check all my friends that be fucking married
and
men.
she loyal.
We know that shit foul. We know it's foul. We got people that hang with bullshit. Yo, that's why I said it's good to have, he said heal people, correct? I believe in that because you keep the company that you have that represents you. When I'm not around, I want my homies, and when I'm not around my homies, I expect everybody to see them the same shit.
What's the solution?
Separate yourself
The
from
solution
bullshit.
is setting boundaries and having standards and working on yourself and moving accordingly.
I believe working on yourself is the most important thing on dating. If you're not correcting yourself and your mistakes and your issues, then the dating pool will continue to have piss. It will continue to have shit. It will continue to have Henny. It will continue to have tequila. No disrespect to tequila.
Ginger ale.
But it will also have that bullshit every time until you check yourself. Everybody keeps saying, yo, the men do this, the women do that. What are you doing to change yourself? I said it on the last podcast. If we're not changing ourselves, the dating pool, wherever your aspect on it, will continue to be the same.
But I think it's a two-part question, right? So, or a two-part answer. Yes, you have to work on yourself, but you also have to have those standards of what you're allowing to come into your space. Because I can work on me all day long, but if I'm still choosing to deal with fuck niggas, my situation isn't going to get better. So you have to have those standards, and you also have to work on yourself to be strong enough to have those standards.
That's a discipline.
And continuing to choose fuck niggas, that's on you.
Wait, but. Okay. All right. I just feel like women should just press pause for a little bit. Like, just press pause. And on our session, I think I was the only one that said, like, I blame women for, like, this what's going on right now. Like, just give it a second. Press pause. I think that in the event that we do so, men hand will be forced to elevate. Just give it a second. Go out
So
by yourself.
So you talking about that? What was that move that
No.
Nick Cannon pulled out Chi-Town when they pressed pause?
I've never seen it.
You never seen that one?
But my reason for saying that is like if you want to go out, you still go out, right? Go out by yourself. It's peaceful. It's fun. Get to learn you. But by pressing pause, I feel like if he got all this time to do all this nut shit, he either gonna continue to do the nut shit with the people who is exactly right. And so now you're not in that mix, right? So I just feel like it'll catch on. Oh, okay, that's getting corny. All right, now she might start to press pause because where are you going to be left with and to do it with who? At some point, who are you going to do it with?
So when you
can I say
women and I feel like, and I'm no disrespect to the men, but I feel like we just have the power in this situation. I'm sorry, we do. Right? We have the power in a way to be vocal about it or not be vocal about it and just choose to say like, yeah, I'm good. No thanks. You still get to do all the wonderful things that you want to do. You don't have to do it with these people who are whatever, but like just give them a second. Let them go figure it out. Because if you got all this time on your hand to do all this other things, you could be doing a whole bunch of other things to put yourself. Now we talking. Like now here we come. Now here we go. We're on the same page at some point, but we got to force their hand.
So how does that look though?
But
It looks like I'm still doing what I want to do for me. So if I still want to go to Steak 48 or wherever, I'm still gonna go.
But
I'm still going, and I'm still gonna take myself. I'm still gonna go on vacation by myself. I do it all the time, me.
But when,
right? But I'm also not in a place.
Real quick.
I'm also not in a place where I'm complaining about what somebody's doing or ain't doing. I'm also in a place where I ain't using accountability. Like I feel like accountability came from the internet, even though it didn't. And it's like I want to wring it out and throw it away because it's like, why are we expecting accountability from somebody when we expecting accountability from somebody? Like people should just be who they are. Do what you're supposed to do, and then the expectation shouldn't be there because the standard. This is what I think the solution is. Then the standard is set here, so it's just peace. We're asking for peace, or we can continue to have this conversation over and over again next year and the year after, and then nothing changes.
But see, to me see, you was just talking about self. If you're talking about relationship, you got to bring someone else in there. So you can't talk about me. Do.
It starts with what?
It's all right, but so when it do start with self with some other things, but when
you gotta be happy. You gotta be happy here. It's an inside job.
I'm not saying that. But when
I'm saying you gotta be happy. You have to, because when all these people come and the disappointment comes and all these things come, you still left with you.
All right. So real quick.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Just finish this real quick.
Go ahead.
Because what we've been doing for we could say a decade. Let's just say a decade. We've been talking about self. And we have not. We've been worse since then.
All right. Let me tell you.
But so no. I don't think y'all.
Hold on.
Understand.
No, listen. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what happens. I'm gonna tell you what happens to people who do the opposite of what they're talking about. You find yourself at one of your friend's birthday party, apologizing to two women that you hurt bad, who did not deserve it. That's what happens when you don't have that self-love. That's what happens when you don't take. I know you're not saying that. But what I'm saying to you is that you're speaking from a relationship aspect, and I understand what you're saying. What we're talking about is when you're dating someone, whatever it is that you're dealing with or going through is following into this new relationship, whatever ship it is that you're trying to build. So what they're saying is that if you're going through this and that and you have all of these issues, then maybe you should press pause and take time out for yourself so that not only are you better to this person, but you know certain things that you're not going to tolerate. You have that peace that you're talking about. It's not necessarily like, oh, I'm just all about myself. Right. It's understanding understanding the level of love that you have for yourself to avoid or to take away from even dealing with, because if you don't, this is the thing. If you don't love yourself, right? You'll tolerate anything.
By all means. You're right.
You'll
That's not what I'm
tolerate
talking about.
anything.
What I'm saying, like when you do that, and I've seen this, even with somebody I know that's near and dear to me, they put a cap on themselves. If I'm not married with a child about 33, that's it.
That's personal. That's personal.
And that's what I
That's
mean.
personal.
Don't sit in self. That's going to happen if you sit in yourself
that's
that long. You
well, hold up. That's a lot of women. But we talked about this before. How women are far more ahead than men are. Most women, when they're 15 years old, they know what they want to do for the next 10 years of their life, right? And this is another reason why the dating pool is messed up, because you have this 15-year-old little girl, right, who has all of these dreams and all of these goals by the time she's 21. Women have their whole life planned. Now, if she's 21 and her goal or her plan was to have a daughter named London or Italy or whatever the fuck y'all getting these names from, right? If she had a plan to have this child by 21, the person that she dates during that time in her life has to be on the same page as her. And if he sounds like, oh yeah, I always wanted a daughter named London, guess what? You're going to end up pregnant. Because in your mind, if you don't have this child by 21, then something's wrong with you, or you're behind on life.
This message has been brought to you by Planned Parenthood. Please make sure you guys support and make the right decisions in life. Amen.
Don't have sex.
Don't have sex.
That's the topic right there.
Don't have sex. That's need to be the name of this.
You know, I really like how everyone's on this. Oh, don't have sex wave, right? But realistically speaking, everyone has urges, wants, needs, whatever.
Absolutely.
Also,
I got a rose.
if we're being honest, right?
I got one right
Men,
now.
how long and how much are you pouring into a woman who isn't having sex?
That's the whole point.
90-day
That's
rule.
the whole point. That's the whole point.
Realistically
speaking, that's the whole point. That's the whole point that I was making.
Let's have an honest conversation, though. We're on this wave of, work on yourself. Don't have sex. But realistically speaking, men, how much and how long are you pouring into a woman who isn't giving you sex?
Yeah, but that's
You
personal.
want the honest answer?
That's
Hold on. As a
personal.
man.
They're not.
As a
That's
man. you
I want
the
a
honest
man to answer that. I want
Because
all
Darren
men.
said it.
Personal.
I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it. As a man, I feel like how long we can go is as long as the alignment is perfect. Where I'm not even thinking about the sex. We've been hanging with each other. We've been going out.
He just sat there and said,
Again. Now listen, I'm gonna be real. Niggas get horny.
We have
ain't
to grow
gonna act
up
like we don't
and
get
mature.
horny.
Hold on. First thing. Hold up.
I didn't
Hold up.
say-
Hold on. Hold on. First thing.
That ain't nothing to do with Herbalife. Herbalife ain't got shit to do with me.
Hold
on, bring it back, yo. Hold on.
We sat here and we received respectfully, right? We sat here and we received everything you said, and I receive it and I appreciate it. But you did also say, right, that you chose a number for your own personal. And I right. Let me calm down. You chose your own personal number for you, right? For yourself, right? So when you was thinking about doing whatever you was doing, right, sowing your royal oats, right, it was personal, right? It wasn't that you didn't have a vendetta against these women. You just did what you wanted to do. Exactly. So in the process of you doing that, whomever's feelings got hurt, right? They got hurt, right? So the point that I'm making is that we get to also decide to say no thank you, and we get to press pause. At some point in time, we have to force the man's hand.
Yes.
Period. So we're not gonna sit here and say like, oh, how much interest you? Don't be interested.
What do you mean?
That's not-
What do you mean? Don't be
I
interested?
just
Y'all
want the men to
looking
answer.
good,
I'm
and
sorry.
niggas
I
wanna
really
be
want to go back to my
interested.
point, and I want the men to answer. I want to go
I'm
back to my point,
interested.
and I need the men to answer.
Well, y'all also didn't let my man finish what he had to say.
What I'm
either.
saying was, if that connection is past sex, it's not at the sex level. We not even think we enjoy each other company. Literally, whenever we in the crib, we chilling, watch movies, we still ain't having sex. We going out to the movies, we going out to go having dates. That the vibe is there without the sex. Now the sex, I ain't gonna be a nigga. It's going to top it off.
We're not.
It's not easy. But if it's something good and it's something worth it, niggas is not. Everybody in here knows if it's something worth it, niggas not gonna ruin it.
Can I?
Well, you're not.
If it's worth it.
And there's so much more there. I will wait.
My real quick.
Can I
Real
just
quick.
get
No,
this straight?
listen.
guys.
No, listen. I gotta.
You choosing to wait, right? But no. It's not. You're not. You said you will choose that, right? You're gonna choose
Just
to
like
wait.
we all choose whatever decision we make.
Right.
So if I'm into this woman, like he said,
You just proving my point. Go ahead.
it's so much more that I'm interested in her than sex does not.
Hello.
Real quick.
We're saying the lines.
Right.
No.
Now this more recent.
But you said you will choose to wait, right?
I think
You said I would choose.
hold up.
If you feel like she's worth it, you will choose to wait.
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Guys, hold on real quick. Hold on. Listen.
I want to answer the question.
Hold on one second.
I don't want to answer.
Hold on one second. She asked could she get a man's opinion. We have to respect the person who's talking. He still didn't get a chance to finish what he had to say. Let's hear him out. We'll go around. When it's your turn, you can say whether or not you agree or disagree, but let's not lose control. All right? It's just sex.
Man, we had
Shut
to.
the fuck up.
Damn. Go ahead, Stan. So go ahead, Stan. What you saying, Stan?
I was pretty much finished. What I'm saying is, now the Espelon has took over. All right. What I'm saying was, no, a nigga don't have to have sex with you right then and there, or the next week, or the next month. If the vibe is there, and we continually having fun, we continually just to enjoy each other's company. The sex for most niggas, that's again, it comes with you checking yourself and changing yourself.
See?
All right.
Also, hold up, I'm also not finished. There's also whereas though as women has also has felt the intimacy of why the vibe has got to a next level. It's like, damn, thank you. There's a woman that also agrees, so women can kick grass, can also say that, yo, damn, this nigga ain't trying to have sex with me. Damn, what's going on? Some of y'all has also thought that. So it's like, yo, damn, this vibe is great. All right, so listen, I need to know what the sex like so I can see what's going on after this.
So look, I got an actual pure.
We coming around.
I got a pure, literal story. Well, it's my story, but my longest relationship, me and her was friends. I wanted her. I've been wanting her.
That's kind of different.
No. I want
to answer your question.
We were
Friends,
friends,
but we talking
bro.
about we talking about somebody that you're.
Bro,
that
no.
you're-
I met her on. I met her on a train, and we became friends after that. My longest relationship. We wasn't friends. We wasn't going out, and then I was like, oh shit, I love her. No, it was literally I met her on the train. I always wanted her because I always seen her out. Gave her my number. We hung out for 6 months. Yeah, I was tripping. My homie was like,
I don't think
"Nigga,
that
what is
y'all being
wrong
friends
with you?"
though, because you got her number with the intentions of you like her.
But no. You gotta. Yes, it was intention, but I didn't care where it went, because that's how much we cared about each other, hung out, had fun, because that vibe was dope. Niggas will wait.
I'm gonna be honest.
I waited 6 months. I waited 6 goddamn months.
Listen.
A long time.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's not even go there.
Wait, hold
not a
on,
long
no.
time.
Wait. And
6 months.
It didn't last. That's my point.
Can I say something?
Hold on. Let him finish.
Hey, hold on. And look, I'm not even gonna lie. During that 6 months, I probably had sex with 2 women during that 6 months. Wait.
That's my whole point.
No.
That was what I was going to say when y'all was done.
No.
That is exactly
That's
what
not
I was
true,
going to say. I was waiting.
This story is pointless. This story is pointless.
Hold on, guys. Let him finish.
What I mean by that is, I had sex twice in 6 months waiting for another girl. Y'all think that was easy?
I mean, well, you had sex twice.
We don't act like that's easy.
All right, so
Wait. Because I ain't done it. We was together for 4 years after that.
I respect that, but I think you. I get
No,
you.
we not going to act like we not human.
This is the thing. No,
I'm
coming to you.
Because I ain't done. Because let's act, exactly. And let's be also honest.
For 6 months. Let him talk.
And look, and let's act like she probably did the same thing. I didn't know why I asked. Because that's how dope the vibe was, and I understand human nature. We got to stop acting like women don't want sex.
Listen, I said it before. I said it on the episode with with the guys. We're recording, guys. We're recording. We're recording. I think, guys, the red dot is on. That means we're recording, so we can hear all of that through here. So then we have to edit that part out because, yeah, we're recording. So, yeah, that is like a thing. It's kind of like, it's a little weird, but you have a lot of men out here who will wait, and you also have to deal with what comes with that. Because, like, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, it's not a lot of women out here who respect a man who says he wants to have a non-sexual relationship. I didn't say. Well, hold on. I didn't say you said that because. Well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. You my bro, but you kind of like you fucked it up when you said I waited for her for 6 months, but I had sex with 2 other women. So hold on, wait, guys, hold on. I get we're human, but what they're talking about is we're talking about somebody that you're dating, you're interested in. Y'all are exclusively dating, whatever you want to. Hold on. Well, listen to what I'm talking about though. When you say stuff like I had sex with 2 other women in the process of waiting for her, you are defeating the purpose of the actual wait. So that's what I'm saying. We're talking about somebody. Stormy and I are dating, right? We're not dating, guys, really, but I'm using it hypothetically speaking. Stormy and I are dating. I like Stormy. I'm into Stormy. Just like Joey, after a month, I'm like, yo, I want to spend the rest of my life with this girl. I'm shouting Joey out. He's here. He's right in front of me.
My guy knew who his wife was from date one.
Right. So what I'm saying is, let's just say that's the same scenario, and I come to her and I say, hey, listen, I want to marry you, but I don't want to have sex. I want this to be a non-sexual relationship. I said this on the last episode with the women. I said a lot of people are dating backwards. A lot of people these days, this generation, not you, not saying y'all. A lot of women in this generation want sex first to see if they even want to continue to deal with you after. So listen, I don't want y'all to give me the not me. I'm speaking. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, a lot of the sex that I had in the last 2 years. I said a lot. Ah, damn. The sex that I had in the last 2 years, most of it was initiated by a woman.
All the time. All the time.
And I'm not trying to throw no shit. But that's what I'm saying.
You can't say so. Then you telling husbands not to have sex.
All right, Banks, it's on you, Banks.
I was just making a point to say subtract something so that you can have insight for yourself. That was it. And on our podcast with the ladies and Joelle and Vicky talked about what she kind of talked about a little bit. I just said the more you refrain from doing that, you will be able to see certain things on people that you wouldn't have seen if your judgment is clouded with lust. That was the only point that I was trying to make. If everybody is asking for a better version of the next male or female, and I only said it to the women because I knew that me saying it to the men was going to go on there. I get it, like that's with crazy. Men. But I'm just saying, just speaking from my experience, because you guys' intentions are for the most part physical at some point, and it changes. But I was speaking to the women in terms of how we should hold men accountable, and we don't have to say it. It's just a personal thing for you. You don't have to do anything. Do what you want to do. Sleep with whoever. I don't give a shit. But the point that I was making is that if you subtract something, you will start to see stuff on people that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. And then that just, all right, next. No, thank you. That's all. That's it.
What's your question again? No. Fuck that question. I'm over that question already. I'm just listening right. For the past 20 minutes, I ain't saying nothing. It's such a shame that we are so disconnected from one another. Like, we need each other so much, and we are so disconnected. Like, nobody's listening. We don't hear each other, and it's sad that we just go through this shit. Like, there is no connection between men and women. We need each other so much, but there's such a huge gap because nobody's listening. Nobody is listening to shit. Like, you saying one thing, and then you say, well, y'all don't hear me anyway, really, so it's really pointless. And it's like, it's shit is sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. Like, we just can't Get the shit together at all.
I
At
agree.
all. At all.
I mean, because
yo.
my sole purpose was for like solutions, right? Not to
Right.
just point the finger and all that. Like I was thinking that it would be some sort of like, okay, now what? Like, what do we fix? And I'm not saying
Right.
I'm right.
No.
at all, you know. But
But
that
you
makes
might-
sense.
The thing is, you might be right, but what we have to
am.
understand is that everybody's, and I told you this before, that everybody is not on your level. There are levels to dating. You have people who are here trying to date here, and as bad as they don't want to admit that they're here, they, you know, like you're constantly putting yourself in the same situation over and over, hoping that something will change. So it's not a matter of, I don't think people are not listening. I think people are not hearing what they want to hear.
Okay.
I
For
think
sure.
people hear you, but I think that when you say something that they don't necessarily agree with or that they don't want to hear, then it turns into I'm not trying to. Because in order for them to say I'm not trying to hear this shit, they had to have heard that shit.
Yeah, it's like they listening. Well, I was listening to respond at some point
Yeah,
because
right.
at some point it's like everybody in this room is hurt and everybody wants to express themselves from their own point of view. So it's just like, no, because I ain't never did it. No, but you can't say that. So that's where I was coming from with it because it's coming from a hurt place. It's like, well, hell no, that ain't it, because what I experienced is, and just like you said, everybody's on a different level. So I definitely agree with that.
But again, I mean, like I said, it starts with you.
Yeah, because when people say
it starts with you, man. Like,
But
if you tired,
Hold on.
you're tired of being a part of. We're all tired of being a part of that trash dating pool. Like Rocky said, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And it's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
You're
You
going
gonna
to leave out
click?
of here and respond to that DM to the person that you know is married.
Yeah.
You're going to leave out of here
Right.
and call that person back that you just said you wasn't talking to no more, or that just gave you a headache before you walked through the door. It's like, what are you going to do? We are literally complaining about something that we constantly go back to over and over and over again. And I can talk like this because I am a changed man. I'm proud of that.
But can I ask a question just for the
Changed
ladies
like
real
yesterday.
quick?
He just told the story. You
Change is change. It don't matter
on,
when
hold
you
on,
start.
I
Starting.
got-
It don't matter when you start. I changed yesterday. I changed. I can say that.
It ain't even been a full 24
It don't matter if it was
hours,
yesterday
my
or
nigga.
last year. You changed. As long as you matter, you changed.
Thank you.
It just happened to happen on my birthday. That's all.
This is why. This is listen.
I'm sick of
She
all
got a
this.
question.
But hold up. I was about to say, I had a question for the ladies real quick because, you know, Stormy's my dog. If y'all don't know, that's been my dog for a while. We have been on the same level of, like, understanding. If I'm doing some bullshit, I go to her. She's doing some bullshit, she comes to me. So my thing is, I have a question for ladies because on the way over here, we had this conversation. It was a little funny, but it's kind of fucked up. Ladies, and this is for all y'all out here. Now, we're just talking about dating because this whole conversation is dating and dating only. We didn't got so far in depth that we forgot where we were talking about because we've been drinking. When
All the lines.
on the beginning of dating, because it's basically just dating. 'Cause we're trying to figure out who we like and who we trying to figure out. When he also said, "Yo, you're a person." I don't want to say guy because I don't make a gender bias. A person is here, but the dating is here. Is that person wrong for shooting for that person up there?
Can I just give a little push? I just want to give
Because
a
we
little
just had a
additional
conversation
context,
about
right?
this.
Yes,
I feel
they're
like
wrong.
he's saying what I'm talking about is, or what we were talking about is kind of dating out of your league and shooting for the stars. So do y'all agree, or do you encourage dating out of your league? And it could be for whatever reason. It could be emotionally, it could be financially, it could be looks, it could be
He
whatever.
said he was asking the women, right?
I was asking the women.
Well, you don't see. Let me say this: you don't see. You're not gonna go like, for instance, you go on the internet, you see TV and all that. You don't see an athlete dating outside of his league. You don't see an actress or actor dating outside of their league. They don't go low. This is what I'm saying. What this is what I get what you're saying, but I personally don't think there should be a league. But what he's saying, or what they may be saying is, maybe someone is making big money and I work here I'm a waitress or waiter or whatever. Is that am I reaching for the stars? Like, that's what they're saying. No, I don't think that that's an issue, but what you don't see is someone with money trying to date the person behind the bar.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
I think men don't care. Men don't care. They'll date the brokest of the brokest. Women,
sure.
they tend to want the
sure.
the man that's up
For
here.
sure.
Men really don't care because typically they come with
Who
the money.
hurt you? I need to know this. No, because niggas not dating the chick that's down here. Niggas just fucking her. Niggas not dating her.
That's not true.
That's a difference.
That's not true.
No, I've seen a glow up or three. I've seen a glow up before. I've seen it.
No,
So
that's not true.
necessarily
Y'all all
true.
seen that Home Depot chick, right?
No.
She up. Plain and simple.
So
Look at Home Depot chick. Y'all see her?
when we were talking about different aspects.
Hold on,
right?
guys, hold on. Listen up.
So when we were talking about different aspects. It don't have to just be financially. I mean, like looks. I mean, like emotional intelligence. I mean, like just everything. Like just somebody who is not on your level. Do you think it's a good idea? But do you think it's a good idea?
I don't. And let me say something. You know what really pisses me off is when you date someone that you feel like is not on your level, but then they play you. Oh, my.
All right, look. I think first and foremost, you have to understand and come to terms with the level that you're on to know that this person is out of your league. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of
nigga
people.
might be on the same league as you, but
He
you
might
just overthinking
but-
it.
And then I believe in people coming together, and then there's growth. So I really don't believe in leads. But what I'm saying is, if you look I've been with a man, I didn't like the way he dressed at first, and then we started changing things because.
Oh, you
He
changed
knew
him.
what I like, or he like, but it wasn't. It was something that he agreed to. It was just like, oh, you like these or whatever they do. But I don't like the whole league thing because I do believe in growth and relationships, and I believe that you know what I mean, like you grow together. Somebody might have more than the other person. Like I've dated, and I don't want to call them broke, but somebody look at me as broke. Cause I am, y'all, and I need y'all to do. I got a cash app.
this is. Well, look, Vic, this is the thing, and then we gonna go into our final thoughts after this. The thing about that is that I swear, me and Banks was just talking about this the other day. We was talking about how a man can be a man can be broke but still able to provide. Right? Hear me out. A man can be broke but able to provide. And when a man still provides, but he's broke, he gets called broke. But when a woman is broke and she's able to provide, she's considered strong and independent. Resilient.
And that's
so,
not fair.
so it's not fair. But this goes back.
But that's
hold
what
on,
makes
hold on.
society
Hold on.
make dating
This
terrible.
this goes back to what I said in the beginning about the expectations that are put on a man because he's a man, and it kind of messes us up in the dating world. Like, I'm gonna tell you why. Because listen to what I just said. When you have all right, so for example, she was just talking about how she was just hold on, wait, because what's broke? It's broke when
Broke is if I'm out here on the street like these niggas out here on K&A.
No, that's your definition of broke. But to a woman, what is a man that's broke? Because I told a woman no before because I just didn't want to do it and got called broke. So
If you broke, just say that.
and then I went and
That's
bought
what they
some
say,
McQueen.
right?
So
Right or
what the
wrong?
fuck is broke?
Because what makes them, I listen, brother, dap me up real quick. Because I fully agree. Because women, everyone has their own definition of broke. You can pay your bills, you can live on your own and survive on your own, and women will still call you broke because you can't do for them extra.
So
Why did that make
so
you
what is
broke?
broke? Like how do that?
Why that makes a man broke? Because I can live on my own, I can survive on my own. Why that makes me broke? 'Cause I can't give you what you want.
So when you go to women, when y'all go to a we supposed to be getting into our final thoughts. When you
My
go
bad.
to if you're dealing with a man and this motherfucker is constantly paying bills late, he's irresponsible, he's this, he's that, right? What like?
That doesn't mean he's broke. That doesn't mean he's
That just mean he's just
But
irresponsible.
you heard that, right? You heard that though. Well, hold on, wait.
I thought you was going somewhere else, so I was wrong. I know what you're saying.
Okay, thank you.
I know what you're saying.
Because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like let's be real, right? I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna wrap it up. When you're dating somebody, when you're dealing with somebody, right? You are paying attention to everything that this person does. I'm sure I'm not the only one that do this. When I go to somebody's house, I go in their bathroom. I look to see what they shit look like.
Yeah, let me see what medications you got here,
Yes.
nigga. What's this? This high blood pressure or this chlamydia? Let me know. What is it?
Thank you for coming to Let's Talk Podcast.
I'm looking at make sure y'all ain't got chip toenail polish.
Because at the end of the
First thing I'm
day,
looking at. I'm dead serious.
Shit,
I've
toenails.
been like that since I was
Child,
young.
you better check some of these
I've
men's
been
cabinets for
looking at
toenail
women's
polish.
toenails first before I even want to talk to you.
I think you made a good point though, right? So
No.
if we're,
Hold on, guys.
I think that everyone has their own definition of broke, but if we're talking in majorities, 9 times out of 10, if you're paying your bills but you don't have expendable income, society tends to look at you like you're broke. And I'm not saying that is the real definition of broke. We're just talking about majorities here, right? I do think that we need to pay attention to, regardless of what this person has going on, does their lifestyle align with yours? And if it doesn't, how much of an issue is it going to become, right? Because we can be on different leagues. Like, we can have different amounts of income. We can be on different levels of beauty, whatever the case may be. But if I know for myself, when I go out, I like to visit this type of restaurant.
Spend
You
money
to
like a
visit
drug
this
dealer.
Real shit. That's my toxic trait. When I get sad, I spend money. So
That's
I
why
really
that's
do
my
have
dog.
to deal with somebody. You an asshole. I really do have to deal with somebody who has that expendable income, because if you don't, you're not going to understand the way I want to. Well, damn, nigga. Maybe I found the new series on Netflix and it got me in the dumps. Goddamn, give me a second. Okay.
Suits.
But I do
Shout out
think
to
that it's
Suits.
just important to find people whose, lifestyles align with yours, regardless of what league you're in.
All right.
The ladies down there, I want to hear their definition because
Well-
I know Shay about to say some bullshit.
Well, we about to go. Hold up. We about to go into our final thoughts anyway. So we going to start with Shay. Shay, go ahead. Give us your final thoughts.
So, well,
Look, here she go. Men are trash. They don't listen.
Bullshit.
They're not
no,
disciplined.
no.
Blah, 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 blah.
Actually, I've learned a lot. And I am walking away here a celibate woman. And no, seriously, after the last podcast, I changed my number. No, seriously, I changed my number after the last podcast because I felt like I was too accessible. You get what I'm saying? I'm not talking about sexually. I'm just talking about people who didn't deserve, to be in my presence
Standards.
or anything
Come
like
on.
that.
Come on, boundaries.
So
Come on,
I
standards.
will say, being on this podcast, I did, learn a lot. I think the only thing I need to learn is to shut up,
Yup.
listen more,
First pie.
shut up and listen more.
Put fuck in between that. Shut the fuck up.
See, and this is the problem. You know what? I will, I'm a changed woman. I'm going to ignore him, right? Because it is not worth it.
Wait till
So
the
what I
camera's
will
off.
say,
I guarantee
everybody
she
on
gonna
here
run it
was
back.
great. Y'all really enlightened me on a lot of things, and it's no more fuck boys for me, okay?
I like that.
I'm going back to church too. I have not been to church in about 3 months. Sorry to my pastor,
better-
to
you
my
better
church
move over. Here
family.
come the
I'ma
lightning.
be back.
You got to add some more on that. It ain't been 3 months.
All right, go ahead, Vic. What's up? What you got for us, Vic?
Honestly, you know what? I want everybody to heal. My thing is heal. I need y'all to seek God in your process, because without God, you're blind. Period. And you can go searching for so many things and you'll never find it. And I can only say that from experience. You know how they say people search for love in all the wrong places, blah, 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 blah. But it's true. We all search for love in all the wrong places or ran into the wrong person for whatever reason. And, just from experience, heal yourself, really take time by yourself. Like Rocky was saying, it really is important to just take your time to yourself, learn yourself, date yourself, all of those things, but really heal first, because Rocky, she kept saying, where do we start? Where does it start? Where's the change? The change comes right here. You have to fix yourself. If you don't start to heal yourself, it's just going to keep going. It's a generational thing, a generational curse. So it stops here. So, yeah, there we go. Oh,
Oh, we doing ladies first? My thought would be, regardless of who you are, what sex you are, take some accountability, okay? If you've been running into the same 3 different types of men or women for the past 2 years, at some point you have to acknowledge, nigga is you. Bitch is you, okay? You have to look at yourself and see, what am I allowing into my life that doesn't serve me anymore? So I also want to say, take the time to work on yourself emotionally, physically, and mentally, okay? I do suggest everybody needs to go take some time out and talk to the lady. I am a resource. If you need help finding one person for you, please come and check me out. I have no problem helping you find it, because a lot of times it really don't be that these people ain't shit. You just still dealing with stuff from your past that you haven't resolved. So that's my takeaway. I love y'all, and thank y'all for having me.
I just want women, when they say I love it here, to mean it. That's all.
I want the same thing.
I want them, when they say I love it here, talking about themselves, I want them to mean it. So everything I said was leading to that point. Mean it. Oh.
I love it here, Rocky.
Hello. 'Cause I love it here, and I'm interesting. Just saying.
I'm gonna say understanding. Learn to understand people. Understand yourself. Understand people. Learn to listen. Don't listen to react. Listen to actually understand what's being said, and process it, and then have a response.
So it's me. It's me. Because you the host, so you got to end this.
Go ahead, I'm last.
Yeah, I know. But no, you got to answer me. So, like last spot, I'm not sure if y'all seen that. I'm going to say this. The table ain't not men or women. The table is God. That's your foundation. So stop talking that table bullshit. Bring everything to God. I'm mad I just cursed in God in the same sense. But, yeah. And,
The Lord knows your heart.
And change your dating scenery. Stop going to the club looking for
Just
men
started
and
a
women.
whole nother podcast.
I know, but I'm just saying, I've been wanting to say that all day. Go get some oysters or something if you like that. Like, that's where you might find that dude or that woman at. Stop trying to go to the club. Like, that's not cool. But that's all I got.
Messed up in church too, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
That's a different vibe. Invite me back for that one.
No, seriously. My last thoughts. I feel like we, as all, not male, not female, I think we just got to take our own self accountability of what we're allowing. We have to listen and implement what we listen to. Take heed to what someone's expressing to you. Notice their love language. Adapt to what's helps them to help you, because it makes everything one alignment, and everything will be copacetic, and we'll find out what works for you when we all come and think to a clear mind and a clear heart. Things when it's clouded with your clear mind, clear heart, it ain't nothing's gonna work. So if you hurt, don't even try to even open up to dating. If you know you're not ready to really get involved with someone that possibly might be emotionally intelligent, don't even deal with it. That goes for male and female.
My final thought is, let's normalize getting over someone without getting under someone. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. It's called growth, man. It's called growth.
Yo, what the fuck was you drinking yesterday that got you changing your life like this? Tell the people. We need to get you a sponsorship, my nigga. Like, what's up?
Y'all really go. You see, I invited y'all because I thought we was cool. But no, seriously, like get over someone without getting under someone. Meaning, take time for yourself. The same thing everybody else said. So that's my final thought, and that actually that's the end. We gonna end it like that. Before.